Check, check.
From YouTube, where we can find the live thing.
Check, check.
Yes. Wait. Apart from that.
Hello?
Yes. Hello.
Okay, good. That mic is good. Okay, I'll check this one. Okay, good. That mic is good. Okay, I'll check this one.
Streaming late.
It will stream it.
Perfect.
Yeah, even last year it was like this, right?
Yeah, I'll check this one.
Yeah, even last year it was like this. Really good. Um, but then when multiple people are sitting, यहाँ पे आ जाओ.
There's something there. After you put on the light, and then you sit. You could put on the light.
We don't have to put it. Can we just put it over here?
No, that's what
It will
we need to
catch.
check because last year
These are really powerful mics.
it will echo.
So keep one over here and keep one over there.
And what if there are only two people talking?
यहाँ पे रख देते हैं.
Yeah, like if this works, I think this will be better, no?
Then she can just sit over here.
Yeah.
And her thing can literally
And then you can put one on the other, no?
no.
Then just here.
Because that's the problem we had last time.
Like,
Mic check 1, 2, 3. MCG Career College Winter Open House 2026.
the 5 seconds.
Is it clear or it's clear? Okay, so that's good, right? Okay, perfect. So this one will stay here.
two, one, go.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to our MCG Career College January open house. We have a room full of people here, and those of you who are watching us on the other side of the camera, welcome to you all. My name is Raisa Afrida, and I'm one of the directors here at MCG Career College. Today, we're going to know about all of our programs, our service, and why you should choose MCG. I know this is a very crucial time of the year. It's where time for a new career. Maybe it's time for you to go back to school and, upskill your all knowledges and education that you have. Maybe this will open you a new door. So, without further ado, I'm going to bring upon on the stage actually our first program lead and also our first admission advisor. And we will know all about our medical office assistant and unit clerk program. So please welcome Dr. Khulud Eliti, our program lead, and our admissions advisor, Shalina. Hi, Dr. Khulud. How are you today? Hi, Shalina. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm great. Well, Dr. Khulud, we're so happy to have you here. I know you're so busy with teaching and managing a great number of instructors who are extremely skilled and knowledgeable. Now, Dr. Khulud, I do want to start with, can you please give us a snapshot of the program? Tell us what students would learn and how does day-to-day look
Exactly. So program is almost like one of those programs that are most in demand. And the good thing about it is that it's only 30 weeks or like almost 7 months. So in 7 months you're done and you're ready like you need to start your career. So if anybody is interested in healthcare, so you can change this just interest into a career in the healthcare field.
like?
So our program like prepares students with all the knowledge and skills that they need to start confidently working in a healthcare setting, whether clinic or hospital. And during like the course of the program, they will learn like all about medical terminology, anatomy, physiology. They will learn electronic medical records, which is a system that's used in clinics and hospitals for registering patients, scheduling them, billing. Also, they will learn about sorry, about the ethics and law in healthcare. What are the ethical principles that controls like protecting patient information?
Wow.
They will learn healthcare communications, how to communicate properly in a healthcare setting where it's a very diverse, population of people that we'll be working with. So healthcare communication is one of the important things that you need to be ready and prepared with to start a career in healthcare. Also, we teach procedures, which like give a glimpse on how the hospital environment looks like, what is the structure of a hospital, who are like working there, what are the different departments, and also they learn about the clinical skills that they will need in a clinic setting, like how to take a patient's weight and height, how to measure temperature, how to blood pressure. So all these learn like throughout the group. So when it comes on day to day basis or how it works, so our classes like we combine and the students start like and we have like three. It's very flexible. We have three different sessions: morning session, afternoon, and class. So the student can choose whichever fits their work schedule or their preferences, and um, we like once they finish their academic courses, we offer like 150 hours of practicum where they will be practicing all their knowledge and skills that they've learned throughout the program in like real life experience.
That's amazing to know. Well, Dr. Khulud, my next question would be when you talk about real world skills and experience, is there any hands-on part of it? And how do people get to learn not just the theory side, but how it feels to be a medical office assistant or maybe unit clerk in a hospital? Would they get some hands-on experience?
Students hands-on experience in one of our, like, not from, like, because some courses are theoretical, but we have medical office assisting course. So during this course, we have lab days where the students come in, they, like, spend the day as if they are actual medical office assistants. So we start from how to like welcome the patient, how to register them, and then what are the infection prevention control measures that they should take, and how to take patients' weight and height, how to process certain specimens, how to process urine specimens, how to prepare different treats for doctors, for different procedures and different types of exams. So things like they to like that. And when they start working in not working, sorry, during the practicum, is this more and more. So most of them like days at the clinic, they start like, working as if they are professional people because they already, like, studied this, learned this. So once they practice for a couple of times, they find themselves like, confident doing all of these clinic experiments.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for sharing. Now I have some questions for Shalina.
Yes,
Well, before I start asking the question, Shalina is very popular among all the students because she not only helps the students from the admissions process, all of our admission advisors actually hold your hand throughout the journey. And they are the ones, especially Shalina is the one who will be cheering loudest when you walk on the stage and you graduate. So it is a big journey and a big responsibility. Now, Shalina, I do want to ask you what are the next steps if someone wants to do this program? Especially this is not a very long program, it is a 7 month long program.
Yeah.
Can you tell us like how do they get it?
Yeah, absolutely. So firstly, when a student does call and we are serious about the program, the very first thing we let them know is that people ask, like, do you need experience to be in the medical field? And the great thing about this program is it's more of an introductory to the medical field. So there is a lot of opportunities that they can get after they graduate. So it's not just medical office assistant. We also have dental administrative. We also have call it veterinary clinic administrative positions. Also, we also have unit clerk in a hospital. So there is lots of opportunity, and also from there, these are also prerequisites to even the sonography program that we also hold here. So it's a great introduction to get in. So people that are just starting off, this is an amazing opportunity in the medical field to get into. Another thing is when we're looking at getting a student that is serious in the program, the very first steps is they need to take an admissions test. So it's usually a variety of 15 English questions, 15 math questions, and we need a minimum of 16 in order to pass. And it's about 35 questions, and it is time. So once they pass that, that's the very first step. Then we will go to the next step, which is financing. And in financing, we do have government financing available. Now, with government financing, you can also get possible grants from the government. So it's more of a student loan that you don't have to actually like just pay up front, but it's more like after you graduate, then there is a monthly plan with the government that you can set up with them, which is really an amazing thing for the government. Another thing is we also have is a so it's a very flexible payment plan that we offer as well, and it's geared towards the student. And then our third, which is our most amazing one and the only one in our private college is volunteering. So anyone that likes to volunteer is a great way. I mean, again, we're looking at our brand of MCG College, making communities great, and we look at really bringing back and bringing forward to the community. So this is any nonprofit organization. Any hour that you spend volunteering at any nonprofit organization is $25 towards your education cost, which is amazing. So we usually have like some of the students will maybe pay 30 to 40 to even 100% of their tuition, which is an amazing thing that people can say, oh, well, I can't afford this, but hey, let's get back to the community, and then you can afford it. So it's a wonderful way, and I'm really proud of the organization that has that in in our schools. So then another thing that we do need for getting into the medical office administrative program is definitely looking at a police check. So we need to get a police check. We need to look at the immunization status. So it doesn't mean you need to get all the immunization. We just need to know the status of what it is. And then definitely our English language proficiency. So we definitely need to get that English language proficiency by giving us a transcript or taking a little interview, which is about 5 minutes, to make sure that your English is proficient and you really understand the program when you are doing an online program. So that's something that is necessary for this program. So very easy steps to get into the program. So I highly recommend it for people that are really starting off in the career field. This is a great introduction to the medical field, and I highly recommend it. And it's one of our most popular programs here at MCG College.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for sharing
Yeah.
that, Shakira
Yeah.
and Lulu. You guys can take your
Thank
seats
you.
and please stay with us because I know lots of students and potential students are asking questions. Thank you. My God, the audience is very, very cheerful. I do want to remind you all that we're the only college in the country where you can pay through volunteering. MCG, as you can see the logo here, we are great ambassadors for our college, where we feel very proud about who we serve and what we do. MCG stands for Monica Chakra Gupta, who is our CEO and founder of the college, and MCG's mission statement is making communities great. So we are very much involved in community, not only through volunteering, but also sponsoring different community events, mentoring new immigrants, hiring from not-for-profits, and also much more. Well, let's move to our next program, which is our one of the very most popular programs, and that is diagnostic medical sonography. So let's please welcome our admissions advisor, Yaman. Hi, Yaman. How are you today?
Good, Raisa. How are you?
I am awesome, and I can see that a lot of people are online, and so many of them are already here. Many of the students, whoever who signed for MCG, most of the time they're looking for this, which is diagnostic medical sonography. And I want to know a little bit about the program. So please tell me about a little bit about the program and then what is the mission?
So when you go to a hospital, especially when it's for the pregnant women, and whenever they go to a hospital, they usually get the ultrasounds done, right? And for a doctor, they always say sonographers are an integral part of the healthcare system. And that's what we help our students nurture and develop as well. So we are the third college in the entire Alberta, apart from St. Nate, that offers this program. So it's an 80-hour condensed in-person program.
Wow.
You don't have to spend like 3 to 4 years for it. It's all condensed for 8 weeks. In-person classes at our Calgary campus, which is every day from Monday to Friday. So the student gets to learn a lot about the ultrasounds, the anatomy, what are the image qualities, how can they identify different organs, and just submit the reports. Because for sonographers, their reports are read by the doctors and then the physicians take care of. So that's a very beautiful thing. Being in MCG College, diagnostic medical sonography, it's a total of a 2-year program. Now, when it comes to the admissions, that's a little competitive and a little tricky as well because we have 2 admission processes: standard admissions as well as mature admissions.
Okay.
So, whosoever is a fresh graduate from high school, they present their high school transcript. We want to make sure that they have done their Maths 30, English 30-1, Physics 30, and Biology 30, at least 75% plus on all of them. Then they move on to their next phase wherein they have to do the micro credentials from the college, which is in the field of medical terminology, anatomy, as well as pharmacology.
I see.
So when they're done for that, that's when they can submit the
And that application fee is
$500.
because it's a very competitive program with very few seats in it because it is a very regulated program, right? And we are also recently got accredited,
Yes,
right?
absolutely. We are fully accredited with Equal now for the diagnostic medical sonography program. So that's a very, very big thing for us.
Perfect. Can you tell us how many seats are there and how many takes in a year?
Well, we do get close to 30 to 35 applications every year, Raisa, but we can only select up to 10 to 12 candidates. So it's a little competitive. But we always give preferences to students who have studied a license or a regulated profession before, or who are doing very good, because there will be steps that you need to follow after you submit your applications. You need to give either your Casper test or your CAT4 test. Then you have to appear for the in-person interview with their panel physicians. Once you clear the interview, that's when you get invited to do the diagnostic medical sonography.
That's amazing to know. Can you tell us how much people make after they finish the school?
That's a good thing. Like in Alberta, because we're still sitting in Alberta, so as per ALIS, people do earn close to $52 to $54 every hour. That's the beginning of it. And MCG is proud to say that we are 100% at our employment rate for the diagnostic medical.
That's so true. And I do want to remind all of you, those who are very interested in this lucrative career, you are most welcome to give us a call or send us a quick message. We have a team of great marketing team who are right behind the laptop trying to type in some responses that's coming in. We're getting flooded by lots of questions. I'm going to take some of them later on. And I do want to tell you that all of you guys who wants to get into this program and you're unable to get into the program because it's so highly competitive, you can still apply to our medical office uh, assistant and unit clerk program because we don't have any wait list for that and it's a monthly intake for that, right?
Absolutely.
The price is also much different. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Of course. For the diagnostic medical sonography, the total price for the program for the entire 2 years is 28,400. That's divided into year one and year two, of course. And for the medical office, it's actually 11,564.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that's a great way. What Shalina just told you, that there's so many job opportunities after this program. You can not only work at doctor's office or clinics, you can work at hospitals, you can work with AHS, which is the government body. You can also work with insurance companies. If you want to get into the medical field just to step in, you can start with maybe medical office assistant and unit clerk. And after that, after a few years, when you have some experience, maybe now you want to further your education, maybe they can come for our DMS program.
Absolutely.
Right?
And they do give special preferences to people who have done a course with MCG, especially in terms of medical office.
That's good to know. I do also want to tell you guys that we have a great group of very highly skilled instructors who are teaching the students. And you know what? Our ratio of instructors is amazing. If there is a room of 10 to 12 students, we have at least 5 to 7 instructors.
Instructors,
And
yes.
that's really unheard of in any other colleges. So think about this, you know, when we talk about private college or regulated college, you actually do get a lot more when you come to our colleges and get these hands-on experiences. Thank you so much, Yaman, for
No
your
worries,
time. I
right.
really appreciate. I'm going to take a question. Um, uh, there are two questions. When program starts for GMS, because someone wants to enroll.
Oh,
Yeah.
so unfortunately, the 2026 cohort is already expired. But if we will be applying, then you will have to apply for the 2027 cohort. But we are currently accepting applications for 2027 cohort. So please feel free to shoot us a text or a message for DMS, and one of our admissions advisor will get in touch with
Are you going to be that advisor?
you. I can be, of course.
Perfect. Well, in that case, if someone wants to give us a call quickly, please call us 1-888-261-8919. I repeat, 1-888-261-8999. Thank you so much, Yama.
Thank you,
Have a
Raisa.
wonderful day and
you.
wait for the call to come in.
Absolutely.
Okay. Now, there is one more question. I'm going to answer that. How can I get into DMS, please? Do you, please, do I need my high school transcript? Yes, you do need your high school transcript if you want to get into this program. But if you want to get to know more information, you can also check our website. Our whole admission requirement cost, everything is written there. You will need your high school transcript. If you do not have it and you're having hard time to find it, we will help you. This is why we have our admissions advisors. We're more than happy to help. I also want to let you know that one of our founders is a famous radiologist, and together they have also a sister company called CGA Medical Imaging. So we take a lot of pride on this program, not just because we offer this program, but also our students gets to work in our clinic and also other famous clinics around the country. Please make sure you also note that in this program there is at least 6 months of practicum, which is in person. We could send you anywhere in the country to get this hands-on experience. So yes, it is a competitive program, but give it a try. Perfect. Now I'm going to move to our next program, and our next program is one of our very popular programs, and that is massage therapy. We already have some people here who are sitting here who wants to know about massage therapy program. Now, I would love to invite our program lead, Dr. Cam Dewey, and our admission advisor, Sienna Tindugan. Please welcome. Okay, Dr. Cam, how are you today?
Hello,
Hi.
nice to see you.
Very nice to see you. I know you've been very busy downstairs in our clinic teaching our students all the hands-on techniques. Now, can you please give us a quick snapshot of the program so that all the potential students who want to sign up for this program can get a better understanding what they're signing up for?
Yeah, sure. Thank you, Reza. So first of all, welcome everyone to MCG College, and I am Dr. Cam, and I am the program lead of the massage therapy program. And for our program, you never get bored because many things for many ways for you to learn. So we have online study, and you can study about the anatomy, about the knowledge of the physiology, how the body works, and also the name of the muscle, the name of the bone. That is online. And second, we also have in-person class. That is everybody is because you have a chance to get massage, like free massage from your classmates.
That's true.
Yes, and that is in person. And we also have practicum, and we require 56 hours for the first year, 250 hours for the second year. So, practicum is a chance for you to expose to the public, and you can be more confident when you get into field after the graduation. After the graduation, you have many opportunities. You can work in a spa, you can work in a clinic, and even if you want to be your own boss, you can run your own business. You can do mobile massage, home massage, or you can open a clinic.
Okay, wow, that's great to know. Well, Dr. Kim, I do see some of our students are traveling around the world, and some people are in the beach and they're having a great time. Can you tell us like how that works? Because I'm noticing that they finished school from here in Canada, but they're in different parts of the world. So can you please explain?
That is a very good point because for a massage therapy, you actually, some students they actually get a job on the cruise. So they're actually like
Oh,
traveling
wow.
around the world. Meanwhile, they're
I should
doing the
sign up
work
for
as
that.
well.
Very good.
Yeah.
I see. That's why. So they can work not only from their home, but they can work abroad too. That's a great skill to have. Now, can you tell us a little bit about what type of massage we teach to our students?
Yes. So in our program or in Florida, so we're teaching Swedish massage. So which means for the first year we mainly focus on the relaxation massage.
Mhm.
For the second year, we more focus on the therapeutic massage. So which is we have the skill to do assessment and perform the treatment on the injury. And besides that, we have the other modalities like hospital, cupping, and also prenatal massage as well.
I see. Well, thank you so much for sharing that. I must say that, recently I had a motor vehicle accident, and my back was hurting really bad. And all the massage therapists have helped me so much to get well. It has given a different lifestyle. I do see that all of our students also, I have gone to our clinic and got some massage from them, and they were just like a pro. Can you tell us about our clinic? What's happening there?
In Calgary, so we have a clinic also set up downstairs, and we have the experienced supervisor and to supervise and to help a student. So the student can uh, okay, just forget what I'm saying. Okay, we have the experienced supervisor that also like if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to the supervisor. So it's not only about the case like you have to do assessment or you have any question about like your case like MVA, but sometimes like supervisor job also to protect you because like when you expose to the field, um, there will be some like it's a little bit negative because sometimes like, they have sexual harassment between the client and also the therapist as well. So the supervisor also have a student on how to protect themselves as well.
It's very good to know. That's really nice that we always have our supervisors in our clinic. And I always tell all of our people and our friends and family that come visit us, you can get a 1 hour massage for only 35 bucks. If you don't have insurance benefits, that's a great way that you can still get massage therapy because normally massage therapy can be costing anything from 110 to it can go up to 170 or more. Can you tell us how much people make once they finish this program?
So it really depends on so for the depends on like if you work in a clinic or you open a business. But I would like to share that the therapists normally they make as a commission. So they will normally share like 60-40 between the therapist and the clinic. So I would say the average salary or how much income they make. So it's around like 70,000.
Mhm.
And
If you open a business, can be around 110,000 or more.
yeah, so because all of you here, my I wish that you share my income with all of the yeah. Yeah, so with all of the business I have, and yeah, I can make like a $300,000 a year.
Wow, that's amazing. Okay, I need to quit and start doing massage therapy. Just kidding. But it is true. I have seen those of my friends who have opened clinic. This is a very good source of income, and there is so much demand, no matter where you are in Canada. Even if you study here in Calgary, you might be able to travel elsewhere and still take your business with you. Thank you so much, Dr. Khan, for sharing all these details. Now I want to ask some questions to Sienna.
Sure.
Sienna has not only done admissions for massage therapy, she has also taken the class. So that's why we want to know firsthand experience from Sienna. Sienna, can you tell us what does the class schedule look like? What if a person like me who works full time wants to be rich like Dr. Cam? What would the work life look like? Would there be a balance where I have to work full time and can study?
Yeah, for sure. So most of our students work full time. Most of them have second job, third job, but the classes are very flexible. So you only do once a week online class. It's every Thursday from 4:30 to 6:30 p.m. It's a live lecture, so attendance is mandatory. Let's say you're running out of like running late, you can always join the class and just let your instructor know that you're running late and it's recorded. So whatever you missed, you can still rewatch it. And then for the hands-on, you have to come to, if you're in Calgary, you have to go twice a week. We have three options for you. If your availability is usually in the morning, we have Monday and Saturday. For Monday, we have 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Saturday, if your weekend availability, it starts at 10 a.m. to 12 noon. And then for those who have work during daytime, you can come Tuesday from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. So it's very, like even me, I personally, I work full time here and I still manage to handle my, my work and my schooling. It's very, very flexible. The instructors are very accommodating. It's not very strict. So I would say as long as you allot time to your schooling and to your work and your family, you are good to go. I mean, I was just thinking money's good, money's good. So I sign up. So
Yeah, that's a great motivator, Sienna. I
Yeah.
also noticed that a lot of students who take massage therapy are someone who are very kind and genuinely believes in healing. So those are the people who wants to take care of other people and heal their pain. If you are someone who's not shy to touch another person, to heal that and genuinely feel care from the bottom of your heart, definitely you are fit for this program. One of our students has asked a question, and our team will just passed it, and it states that I'm a newcomer. Am I eligible for government funding? If you are a Canadian citizen, PR, or have a refugee status, plus if you are a First Nation student, yes, there are funding availability. But if you do not meet any of these requirements, you can still contact us and we will be able to do a payment plan for you. Sienna, I have a question. We are talking about Calgary, but where else people can take this program?
So we have two other campuses, one in Cold Lake and one in Red Deer. For Red Deer campus, they have to go once a week. It's 4 hours. So with Calgary, we do 2 hours on separate days. But with Red Deer, it's just 4 hours for one day. And then same schedule with online, it's all Thursday for first year, and then for second year, it's all Wednesdays. But for Cold Lake, we do the hands-on once a month. So you have to make sure you can come to our Cold Lake campus, and we have to do it for the 2 days. So it's like condensed because that's how we arrange it for Cold Lake.
Okay. Yeah. Good to know. Well, Sienna, thank you so much for your time. And Dr. M, thank you so much for your time.
Okay.
I do, you guys can take your seats. I do want to let all of you know who are watching us on the other side of the camera. We have a great bunch of audience here. Thank you so much for the claps. Those of you who cannot be here in person, still want to ask any question, you have a team of finance and admission advisors who are waiting for your call. So feel free to give us a call at 1-888-261-8999. I repeat, 1-888-261-8999. One more little interesting information. Our founder of this college was actually a doctor of medicine. And when she moved to Canada, she became a massage therapist, a registered massage therapist. And she opened this college to heal other people and to build community leaders. So if you want to join her band, of course, sign up for massage therapy program. It is around $21,000 for 2 years program. It is one of the, I would say, cheaper side when it compares to other competitors, and it includes books and all materials too. So feel free to join us at MCG Career College in this program. Now moving to our business program, that is Global Operations and Supply Chain. Let's welcome our admissions advisor, EJ, and our program coordinator, Ahmed. Thank you. Hi, Ahmed. How are
Hello,
you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Hi, EJ. How are you?
Yeah, Arisa, how are you?
I'm good, my dear. Well, I will start with Ahmed since you are the program coordinator. But before we talk about just the program, I do want to let you guys know that we're very proud of him because he just won the Calgary's Top 30 Under 30. Thank you so much. We take a lot of pride in hiring gems from newcomers, international students who are fresh graduates, and also people who are super talented and wants to give back to the community. And Ahmed is one of them. So Ahmed, can you tell us a little bit about the program first?
100%. So the program is all about the way of life. If you're like transporting from point A to point B, ensuring that everything arrives on time, everything is following specific procedures, and global operations and supply chain is the way to do it. Everything around life needs coordination, and our program runs on specific subjects that prepare you for like real life work. That's what I always believe. I believe that we don't want to look at theoretical material, but rather theoretical and practical as well, so that you can learn and feel the experience.
Good to know. Is there, so I know that global operations and supply chain is very much high on demand, especially after tariff, that we want to build our Canadian supply chain. For this type of diplomas, I know that people normally need lots of industry certificates. It is not something like, okay, you have the diploma and you can go out there and work. There's so many different types of specialties. Can you tell us a little bit about industry certificates?
100%. So the beautiful thing about MCG is that we have industry-related certificates, and our content is tailored based on what they gave us from materials. We do give you a diploma, but you also come out with 6 certificates, and they're all from CIFA, which is an international freight forwarding. Goes to project management. So you definitely start as a coordinator in GOSC, and then you work your way up to a manager really quickly, just because you have those certifications that companies look at, and they know that you're already qualified. You don't have to prove yourself because you already proved them with 6 certificates.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to tell you guys that this is 6 certificates costs around $6,000 that you're not paying from your pocket after the diploma. It is already included, and I would like to give you a bet to see if you can find any other Alberta college offering a diploma in supply chain that has 6 industry certificates, and I will bet you can find one. Can you tell us about the schedule? How long is the program, and what does the typical class schedule look like?
Yeah, so the program runs for 1 year, which is also known as 54 weeks. There are classes only in the evenings, so from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. Usually start with introductory courses, so it's like academic writing, business communication. You have to speak in business terms, and then from there you jump on to introduction to supply chain management, information systems, and usually they're all blended, so all online. The way that it happens is that classes are online, and then the blended part is your practicum. We obviously don't want you to do online practicum. It has to be hands-on so
That's
that you
very
can learn
good.
everything, right?
And people anywhere in the country can do it?
Anywhere in the country can do
Wow.
it, and we are accredited by Supply Chain Canada.
Woo!
So
That
So-
is huge. That is
100%.
huge. 6 of our courses are actually accredited by Supply Chain Canada. And I must say that I was at their national AGM
Mhm.
a few months ago, and I was just stunned by all the talented people who are building our Canadian supply chain. You know what? Whether you work at Walmart, with the world's largest supply chain, to UPS, to Amazon, to airport, or even just this pen. This pen is gifted by Yemen. It comes from India, but where does the material comes from? So from the raw material, it gets shipped to a factory where it's made, then it gets to somewhere else. So there's so many different prints before it reaches to my hand in Canada, and that whole process is what supply chain is about. Now, my last question to you, Ahmed, is what type of career path is
Well, it's definitely open to everything because, as you said, Bryce, the industry, every industry needs supply chain. Like you said, for example, like your iPhones, we always say, why does it take forever to get your iPhone? But you definitely have to see the backbone of it or the backstory. It's assembling the materials, storing that in the warehouses, and then delivering that to you. And maybe they have to recall it for repairs. So you definitely start as a coordinator, get to learn the industry. And then because we're accredited by Supply Chain Canada, that does help you with the SCMP designation. So it makes you stand out very quickly to the point that you can jump from coordinator up to logistics analyst, supervisor and manager, and maybe an inventory planner as well.
great? That's good to know. Well, thank you so much. Those of you who also wants to work in the field of freights and trucking, shipments, you can also study this program. You can study this program from anywhere in the country. It is live online, so you will have an instructor talk to you and give you lectures, and you can ask. It's a very interactive class, but you can do it after your work. That's why we kept it only for evening session, because almost 100% of our students are adult learners who are also working full time. Now comes EJ's turn. EJ, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I am good. EJ, can you tell us? I know that you are very much into this program.
Yep. I
Can you-
actually wanted to dive deeper into the certificates that the
Okay.
students will get because we are getting 6 industry certificates, guys. That is a lot. That is what sets us apart from the other colleges that offer this. Some colleges, you're just going to get 2 or 3 certificates. But this program, when you take it here at MCG Career College, you're going to get 6 industry certificates. Now, What are those certificates that I'm talking about? Number one, you'll be getting a PAPM certificate. That is Certified Associate in Project Management certificate. It is recognized by the Project Management Institute here in Canada. Okay. Second one, you'll be getting a CFA certificate or a certificate of international freight forwarding that can be used in both international and domestic freight forwarding. Third one, you also get a CPIM certificate, which is a certificate in planning and inventory management. Okay, and the fourth one would be a women's certificate or a workplace hazardous material information system certificate. We all need that. And the fifth one, you also get a PDT certificate, which is a transportation of dangerous goods certificate. And last but not the least, I think I'm forgetting something. Help me out. Yaman. Project management. I've already mentioned that.
Workplace
Lean
hazardous.
Six Sigma yellow belt. You'll also get a Lean Six Sigma yellow belt, which deals with quality of a product. So those are for project managers and procurement supervisors or managers that would like to excel in the supply chain industry. So,
That's
yeah.
amazing, EJ. As I said, we have some expert admission advisors here who can tell you all the details about the program. And I do want to ask you, okay, now that you have sold me, I want to sign up for this
Did I?
program. Yes, you did. Now, how do I sign up for this program? What's that?
Now, for the admission process, we just follow three simple steps. I want to follow a step-by-step process just to make things simpler for you, and for those who are aspiring to study with us. And we just need to follow three simple steps. Like I said, step one is for you to pass an admissions test. The admissions test is 30 items, multiple choice, mostly grade 10 questions. It's a combination of 15 English and 15 math questions. And in order for you to pass, you only need to answer 16 correctly. Now, once you pass that test, I'm going to give you a call. We're going to celebrate, and we can head out to step two. Step two is for you to send me your credentials, including number one, a government issued ID, front and back photos, and number two, if you have studied or if you have any recent studies here in Canada or back home, you can send us your transcripts. And after you send us your credentials, we'll head out to the final step, which is to book an appointment with our financial planners so you can submit an application on student aid or explore other funding options.
That's good to know. Well, EJ, one last question that I want to ask you. I hear that this is a great program.
It is.
Now, how long is it going to take for me to get this diploma?
The length of the program is 54 weeks. That's the minimum maximum of 55 weeks, including the practicum. Most of the program will be done online, and towards the end of it, you'll be doing your practical.
I see. Well, so this one also comes as Ahmed said, that the hands-on practicum. That means even if you study online, live on to the end of your all the courses, you will be doing a practicum course in your part of the city. You need to know more about the career services and employment with our career service specialist. But I'm going to hold on to that part. Thank you so much, EJ, and thank
Thank
you
you.
so much, Ahmed, for your time. Now, I do want to remind you all that Global Operations and Supply Chain has been a very popular program that can be taken from any parts of the country. And you can not only work in Canada, you can work in North America and elsewhere. It is not only a supply chain program, it is also a global operations program. That means if you want to become a manager and lead an operations team, you can definitely do this diploma. It is not an entry level program. It is for someone who wants to become a manager. I do know that we have some students over here. I will be taking some questions from you guys at the end of the open house. So feel free to stay with us. I know the people behind the camera, I wish I could share all the pizzas and food with you guys, but we're unable to do that. I really welcome you all to come visit us if you can. We are in Calgary, Cold Lake, and Red Deer, and soon we will be opening some new locations, but I'll hold on to that surprise for now. Now, moving to our next program, which is architectural technology. Let's welcome Heather Arthurs, the program lead, and also our admissions advisor, Shalom. How are you? Perfect, Heather.
Hello.
Yes. Yeah, you can hold the microphone
I
like
think it's
this.
the best way with me.
No
All
problem.
right. Hello.
Well, Heather, I do want to thank you so much for staying late and for being with our audience here. And thank all the programs for being- I know it is late, but you know what? They all stayed behind. They want to tell you about the program themselves. It is not just a website where you can go and find the information. And those of you who will miss this opportunity in open house, they can still contact Heather and we can book a meeting with her or our program leads. So Heather, first question, can you please tell us a little bit about the overview of this amazing program?
I would love to. So this program, it's within our Department of the Built Environment and Design. We are an industry that has multifacets, and this is one of the most exciting entry points to that. Architectural technology is a technology-oriented specialty. It is for folks to work with architects, designers. We train for 2 years, and you learn how to build working drawings, estimate construction costs, work on managing your own projects, and well as drafting and design.
You also tell us what key skills or technology from this program.
Absolutely. So we start you at the beginning, where we start with basic building science, how to put buildings together, how materials work. In addition to that, we do basic hand drafting and standards, and then we move you into AutoCAD, which is when we start moving into the computer. But we need students to be able to communicate with a pencil on a piece of drywall as well. So we start them at a very simple level and then move into the science of building. We then move into Photoshop to help our students take their projects and designs to the next level and understand layout and standards. And then as they grow more skills, we move them into more senior programs like Revit, which is a BIM modeling system that has both rendering capability and 3D drafting management. You're also going to see students getting experience in SketchUp. And all of these skills build together towards the end when we have a large capstone class where they pull everything together to build a portfolio to help them get out in the field.
Okay, good to know. Well, thank you for sharing that. Now, Heather, I have another question. When people do this diploma program, what are normally their typical career pathways, or it could be perhaps unexpected career pathways too? So can you share us about that?
I will, but I'm going to ask you guys a question. When you first hear architectural technology, what do you think they're going to be? Graduate. Any guesses?
They're going to work on the computer for a long time.
That is accurate. Now, you do have a bit of an advantage because you're right. They're going to be working on the computer a lot. But sometimes folks think that architectural technologists are the people out in the field making a design. Now, they are helping with that, but often our students work full time. Many of them are contractors or are working in the field. Not everyone, it's not required, but many of them work all day. So they come home, they study, and then their goal is to become an architectural technologist, do their own working sets and drawings, where they can run their own companies, work with firms or construction managers. Some will go into construction management and supervision, which is a lucrative career that often leads to project management. So many of our students will not actually end up going on to become architects because that is a 12-year process. There are some who will, but most of them are actually going to be working on building their own businesses and supplementing skills they already have.
Okay, well, good to know. Thank you so much, Hannah, for sharing those information. I still want you to stay here in case there's more questions
Got
coming
it.
in, but I do want to ask some questions to our admissions advisor. Shalom. Shalom, you look amazing.
Thank you, guys.
How are you today?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing great. Shalom, I know that you put a lot of care to help students get into college. It can be sometimes very nerve-wracking to go back to school after maybe 10 years or 20 years, maybe in a new country with a new culture. So, architectural technology is a 2-year long program. If someone wants to get into the program, what would be the process of admission requirement? How are you going to help the student get in?
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for the question, Raisa. So basically, if any student is wanting to do architecture technology with us with this fully online 2-year diploma program, first things first, as most advisors have already mentioned, it's mandatory for all students to pass that online assessment test that we would talking about, which is routed through Wonderlic. Again, you have the 30 questions. Now, after that, we need a government-issued ID. The next step is to send transcripts. Now, usually, if you're a student who's had education from another country, you're coming into Canada and your your transcripts and stuff are not valid here. We do not want to let that stop you from applying into the program. There's different ways if you're able to effectively communicate in English. You can still take this program even though you do not have transcripts from back home or you lost your transcripts. We have other ways to get you through the process. So to be honest, the eligibility criteria is just three. But now if you want to be great at this course, you want to do fantastic in it, we do want students who are good with technology. Yes, because this is going to be a tech-savvy program. You're going to be learning how to run 6 different softwares. You're going to learn about AutoCAD, Revit, SketchUp, Photoshop, InDesign, Illustrator. So all of these are softwares. So you do need to be hands-on and good with technology. And with that comes a good device as well in order to run those. So if you are interested, we can always send you the specs of what a laptop or configuration that you need in order to be successful. To be honest, this is it, and you're set up for success, and we would love to help you. You are also going to be with us for a very long time, which is 2 years, but there's great, great results coming out of it.
Absolutely. And I do want to remind everyone that people normally make around $70,000, $80,000 to start with.
Yes.
And it was up and up.
Yeah.
I'm not going to ask how much. I did ask that to Cam, but
What you talking about? I know that.
but I do want to tell everyone that architectural technology is a program which I did not know that start your business. You can also from abroad. And there's a lot of firms where I know the instructors that I meet, they are so knowledgeable, so experienced. Some of them are working with the city, some of them are working with different firms. And I see them in Thailand or Indonesia or certain other countries. I'm like, where are you now? He's like, no, this is how I work because I'm doing everything from my laptop. So if you are someone who wants to be anywhere in the world and still make a good living, I would say architectural technology is a great one. Also, my husband who works in construction, he has been working with his hands for so long. And I told him, like, there'll be a time when you're not going to be so, young and strong. What is going to happen to you? And he says, you know what? I love building things and I love construction so much. I'm thinking how about I do the same thing, but from the point of view of behind the laptop. I'm going to still talk to different construction managers and stuff because he understands how the structures look like. It's easier for him to actually build it on with AutoCAD and stuff like that. So it's something if you are kind of tired of doing physical labor and stuff, you can definitely look into it. Also, I've noticed some youngsters who love game and design, who has some creative goal in this. I would say they're also a great fit for that. The last question to you is, how much will it cost?
Yeah, that's a good question as well, guys. So obviously, learning different software. So the program, the first year is about 20,600. The second year is 10,000. So it does average up to about 15,000 per year, which is really not bad. When you want to go out to study, you're approximately paying an average of about 15,000 per year anyways. But here you're learning so many skills. You have a greater career. And there's also one thing that I really wanted to pan out, which is Canada is moving towards sustainability and carbon-free building. So this is a program that does cover sustainable design. How can you build using environmentally friendly materials, which employers out there are looking for in people right now. So this is a course that is a great combination. Towards the end, you get a capstone, you get a practicum. Everything is really well set up for you so that students can be great at what they do after they graduate.
Well, thank you so much for sharing that. Now, I do have one more question to you. Because she was talking about when they finished the capstone project and stuff. Can you please tell our audience what the students leaves with? Sure. Like, is there like a portfolio they make? What type of hands-on experience? And I know that there is a housing crisis in Canada. Now, Canadian government and everyone is building houses. This is a great field to get in right now when the housing market is just expanding.
Yes.
So, Heather, what does the student leave?
I'm so glad you asked that because one thing that is unique about MCG that all of our students do leave with a portfolio. Capstone is meant for you to have a project that you take from conception through design through working drawings, and that adds into your portfolio. We help you build through the whole program. We also help you with creating a CV or a resume that is market ready. But in addition to that, one thing that is unique here is how much sustainable design we have tied into the curriculum. So even the capstone projects are tied into sustainable certifications, and our students do have the ability when they graduate to take the information they learn here and apply to write their exam for I think student rates are about a third of the price the amount of education they have. So their projects will be fully green as well. A lot of this has to do, as you know, with our founder's mission to human health. And I brought here, even though you think about what does architecture have to do with it, everything, human sustainability. Yes, exactly. So that's a huge focus of us, and you will have portfolios to represent that and the skills to go out there and do it.
Well, thank you so much, Ezra. Please take your seat and stay with us. That was amazing. Now, I just want to remind everyone that you just heard about all of our programs that we have currently. We also have some other programs that coming up soon, but for that, just we have to wait a couple of more months and then we will give you some good news. Now, there is something that I must talk about, and that is when you're an adult learner, it might be feeling quite nervous or nerve-wracking or sometimes very exhausting to go back to school, pay so much money and spend so much time on top of your full-time work. Or maybe you have small kids, maybe you're thinking about creating a family. Well, that's where our student service comes in. So let's welcome Dr. Ibukun Iden. Hi, Ibukun. You look amazing. Look at you, a ray of sunshine. That's why all the students love you so much. Now, Ibukun, I do have a quick question for you. As I was talking about stress and anxiety and all the things that comes along with school, how do you support our students and how does your team is always there to support the students?
Thank you very much for that question. For we understand that learning take different shapes for different people, right? And we understand that it's not just being in the classroom. We're going to also have family relations to deal with, work relations to deal with. So it's very multifaceted. And one of the things that we want to do is ensure that you're supported or you feel supported on your journey. And what does that look like for us? We want to help simplify policies. A lot of people are not familiar with regulations and policies, whether it be attendance policies, whether even some things pertaining to funding and whatever it is. But we want to be the point of contact to ensure that all of your questions are answered. We also want to be able to support you in understanding your well-being. For some persons, getting back into school or even pursuing a degree might feel anxiety provoking or stressful. So we want to be able to address those emotions, connect you to external resources. It could be mental health resources if that's what you prefer per time. Also connect you to academic resources as well, study strategies, time management strategies, anything at all that will make the journey feel lighter.
That's very good to know. I do know that sometimes students are learning their programs online. They cannot come and meet with you in person.
Yeah.
And still they reach out to you through video calls or phone calls.
Yes, for sure. So we connect with students however they prefer. You can send a text, you can decide to chat, you can get on a phone call, get on a virtual meeting as well. And if you prefer for those who are on campus, we also have in-person meetings as well.
See. Well, Dr. Ibukun, I know that you're very creative when it comes to student engagement because, coming to MCG doesn't just mean that you go to your classroom, study, and then you go on. No, it is more than that. You do lots of extracurricular activities every month for student engagement. Can you tell us a little bit more about that? What type of events that you have done already that you're looking for?
Yes, thank you for that question. One of the things that we want to prioritize is community because MCG is about making communities great, and we know that your network will also predispose you to a better network, a net worth. Sorry. So, one of the things that we do is engaging events, ensuring that you're able to connect with your classmates and also connect with others. We've done a couple of events, including yoga at your desk, which is the goal is for it to be relaxing and then for you to also, feel set up for your program and everything that you have to do and taking that break, that much needed rest. We also acknowledge milestones, right? So ensuring that when students hit a milestone, we reach out to celebrate that. For the month of February as well, we're also reaching out to students for the Black History Month, right? Acknowledging that and also inviting them to the um, yes, podcast as well. So we have a series of different things that we do. We're also partnering with some organizations that will be, engaging in webinars pretty soon. We have Enriched Academy also looking into financial well-being webinars for our students. We have Tooth Express looking into dental well-being support for our students. So we have a variety of things to ensure that the learning process is wholesome and supportive.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much, Ibukun, for your
Thank
time.
you.
And please have a seat and stay with us. Those of you students who wants to those of you, sorry, I keep calling you students. You are not students yet, but we really hope to see you as our students. You know what? If you like any of our programs, feel free to give us a call or DM us right away. I have some questions to ask for the next person, but before that, I want to remind you all that our phone number is 188-261-8999. I repeat, 188-261-8999. One more thing that I want to share that Dr. Ibukun was sharing is we are partnered with a lot of non-for-profit organizations. As I said, our mission statement is making communities great. We have partnered with Calgary Catholic Immigrant Society. We have partnered with Calgary Immigrant Women's Association, and then Center for Newcomers, Calgary Food Bank, and food banks around the country. We have done many things with different sports team and other non-for-profit organizations where not only we hire from them, but also if our students need some sort of resources, we can connect them to there so that they can get this type of resources. That can come from even getting a pair of new clothes for your interview, or maybe there is mental health challenges that you're facing. You don't have the money to pay. Well, then we will connect you with them. There could be many things. There have been students who may not have the financial means, then they go to do volunteering at the not-for-profit organization and save the tuition so that they can, put this money towards their family or something else. Okay, now the last person that I'm going to invite here is going to be an amazing person who does our employment specialization, and that is Neha Gupta. Sorry, I meant Neha Arora. Did I just give you a new name? Neha. Everyone knows Neha by one name because she is very popular when it comes to being in front of camera for our contents and Tuesday career tips. She is all about careers and making our students prepared for their next role. So without further ado, I would love to ask Neha a question. What does career service do for MCG students?
Thank you. Hello, everybody. My name is Neha Arora. I'm Employment Specialist here. So, our department is Career Services. We are a team of practicum coordinators, and including me, we support students for the practicum course. So, as you've been hearing about practicum, yes, practicum is a mandatory component that comes with any program that you take up with MCG. That's what our department will do. Once you have gained all the theoretical knowledge in any course that you take, then you come to us. So we are like the last leg of your course program here at the college. So when you come to us, we connect you in wherever you are in Canada, we will connect you to the industry, to the field of your program. Like if you've taken a medical office assistant, then we will connect you to a clinic wherever you are, like in your residence. And then you will go there to learn that hands-on skill, which I feel is really, really important to make you job ready. And not just that, I'm also the primary instructor for career planning and integration course. So I will make sure you leave the school with a professional resume, a cover letter, a beautiful looking LinkedIn profile. So
Mm.
you are all set for success.
Well, I do want to mention that Neha has tons of Google reviews and LinkedIn reviews because she's an amazing instructor. At the same time, she helps all of you guys to find your future job. And her entire team is also very, very hardworking to make sure every single of our student gets practicum. Not a single one actually graduates until you have a practicum that gives you hands-on experience. Neha, now my next question is, when should students start working with you? And is it like right away or midway or is it closer to the graduation?
So, like I said, practicum is for most of the program towards the end of the course, but the practicum coordinator will be in touch with you 3 months in advance before you finish your. So, your before your completion date, we will be in touch with you because there are a lot of prerequisites as well. So, in order to go for practicum, there are a couple of things which we will make you submit. Like you'll have to do your first aid certification, and you will need your police information check because we are sending you to a clinic or a company. So they have to ensure that yes, it's the right student who's coming to them, right? And then we will help you prepare your resume. We will connect you. They might ask you to come over, see them, have an interview with them, and then that's how the selection works. So yes, we will be connected with you 3 months before you complete.
That's amazing. I do want to tell all of you guys that Neha is that person who will be organizing all the graduation ceremonies that we have. Very soon, we're going to have our grand graduation ceremony, and I can see Neha in happy tears along with our all instructors and admission advisors when you walk on the stage. Especially, Neha had actually experienced that last year when your husband walked through the stage doing massage therapy program, right? That's amazing. I love the fact that our team members not only work here, but also they bring their family to study. That shows how much we care. Maybe you would say you always give great tips when it comes to career tips. Sometimes how to dress for interview. Sometimes, hey, maybe it's time for me to quit this job, right? And I absolutely love it. I see that all over LinkedIn. Now, if someone wants to contact you, maybe the person is not student yet but needs some career tips, or maybe wants to ask you a question about which program to take
Exactly,
because they want to know more about the job field, how much money they're going to make, how much happiness they're going to feel from that career. How can they contact you?
Just get in touch with me on LinkedIn or call the school. So
Hmm.
yes, we are happy to help whether you're a student or still deciding like whether this is the right course for you. I can definitely help you seeing your background by talking to you to know what are your interests. So we can definitely guide them for sure. Yes.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much, Neha, for
Thank
your
you.
time.
Thank
You
you.
can have a seat. Um, oh, sorry. One more thing. No, no, no. There's a question. Do see this is why you should have done the emceeing. Neha normally does the emceeing of open house. This time I signed up, but maybe next time will be Neha. Do you offer career support or job placement services? This is one question. You already answered yes. But what if the student is already done, graduated, moved on 6 months after? Someone
Don't
needs
say
help.
goodbyes here at MCG. We will support you. Like I have graduates who have finished like it's been 6 months and even a year, and it's like they're finding their second or even the third job, and they still come back to me. They keep
Oh,
coming back to me asking me, "Do you know any clinic that is hiring?" And I'm like, "Yes, I always know clinic that are hiring." So because we are in touch with industry partners
mhm.
for our practicums, so and they're the first one to ask us. So I have managers calling me and saying, "Hey, we are hiring. Do you have students? Do you have any students in this area who is looking for a job?" And I'm like, "Yeah, why not? I'm going to connect you." That's what I keep doing. Like, that's what my job is the whole day.
Okay,
Yes, I
perfect.
help our students, our graduates. Even if you will complete the program, you will still be in touch with us. We will continue to support you land into amazing careers.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Neha. Now I will let you go. Well, we're towards the end of our open house today. I'm not going to keep you guys any more longer. Maybe you're preparing your dinner and listening to our live session. If you have more questions, as I said, feel free to DM us. You can also send us email or you can also call us. We are open till 7 p.m. here Mountain Time. And if we miss your call, we're going to call you back tomorrow. Know that we have a great team of people As you saw, we have people from start to the begin and to the end. So from admissions, you move to our instructors and program leads. From there, you have our student services who help you throughout the program. Then we also have our career services team. And at the end, when you say goodbye to us, we don't say goodbye to you because we bring you back for our alumni engagement through different events and community partnerships. So feel free to reach out to us if you have any question. Again, um, we have monthly intakes for all of our programs except our sonography program that is once a year. Uh, for now, I'm going to say goodbye, but I will be back again. Feel free to please subscribe our channels. Feel free to share our live session if you know a friend or family who might want to sign up for college. This could really help that person. So feel free to share this power of education. Thank you so much, everyone. We're going to sign off. And I just want to say MCG starts with making communities great, and you guys will be the one to make it happen. Thank you so much. Have a good night. Bye.